Zeus, my ghost. Every task is a test, and you don't really rest until it's working, or as close as it gets. When you know things are getting loose, that's how you know it's time for Zeus, my ghost. The motherfucking things you can do, and the fucking thoughts you produce. Once you're free from the chains, you'll be fighting to say that you're thinking like Zeus, my ghost. Tell your friends, best be thinking like Zeus. Zeus, my ghost. Zeus, Zeus, my ghost. Zeus, my ghost. Zeus. Zeus. Yeah. Zeus. 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 Zeus.
Every task is a test, and you don't really rest until it's working, or as close as it gets. When you know things are getting loose, that's how you know it's time for the one and only Zeus the Goose. The motherfucking things you can do, and the fucking thoughts you produce. Once you're free from the chains, you'll be fighting to say that you're thinking like Zeus. Zeus the Goose. Tell your friends, best be thinking like Zeus. Zeus the Goose. Zeus. Just be thinking like Zeus the Goose. You ain't the best. Yeah. Zeus the Goose. Zeus, me goose.
Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose. Every task is a test, and you don't really rest until it's working or as close as it gets. When you know things are getting loose, that's how you know it's time for the one and only Zeus. Oh, the motherfucking things you can do, and the fucking thoughts you produce. Once you're free from the chains, you'll be fighting to say that you're thinking like Zeus. Zeus, my goose. Tell your friends. Best be thinking like Zeus. Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose. Zeus. Zeus, my goose. Zeus. Zeus, my goose. 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 Zeus, my
Yeah. Never. Zeus, my goose.
Every task is a test. Every task is a test. And you don't really rest. And you don't really rest until it's working. Until it's working. Or as close as it gets. Or as close as it gets. That edge that you walk. That edge that you walk. That way that you talk. That way that you talk. It must be one thing that it's time for Zeus, my goose. That personal work that you quietly choose. That's thinking like Zeus. Oh, the things you can do, and the thoughts you produce, all the laughs you can make. Isn't this song over?
For God's sake.
When you think you're like Zeus, when you think you're like Zeus, now you think you're like Zeus. When you think you're like Zeus,
Zeus, my goose.
hey, Zeus, yeah, Zeus, my goose. Oh, Zeus, you quiet me too. You won't believe you're so gay, Zeus. And I know what to do, now you're making light to you like Zeus. Zeus, stop. Zeus, my ghost.
Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my ghost. Every task is a test, and you don't really rest until it's working, or as close as it gets. When you know things are getting loose, that's how you know it's time for Zeus, my ghost. The motherfucking things you can do, and the fucking thoughts you produce. Once you're free from the chains, you'll be fighting to say that you're thinking like Zeus, my ghost. Tell your friends, let's be thinking like Zeus. Zeus, my ghost. Zeus, 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 my ghost. Zeus, Zeus, my ghost. Zeus. Zeus. Zeus, Zeus, yeah. Zeus, 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 Zeus.
don't fucking rest till it's working. All close as it gets. You tweak it, you break it, you bend. And that's the rhythm you're motherfucking living in. Shout and when the pressure gets loose and the room feels electric, you know exactly what time it is.
The one, the only.
Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose.
All the motherfucking things you can do, all the wild fucking thoughts you produce. When you break out the cage and you burn through the fuse, you start thinking like Zeus. Zeus, my goose.
Tell your friend.
You better stop thinking like
Zeus,
Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose. Zeus.
Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose.
Whoa. How long can an intro be? For fuck's sake, people. 4 more minutes? This dude has more songs? What the fuck? Almost there. Got ahead of myself. I had some chores to take care of. Had some coffee to prepare. My desk is a mess. And I haven't started doing this, but I really only have until 4:45. I'll have a break or two in between, and then that's kind of it. I gotta wrap up for the day. So let's run these musics.
Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose. Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose.
Zeus, my goose.
Zeus. Zeus, my goose.
Every task is a test, and you don't really rest until it's working, or as close as it gets. When you know things are getting loose, that's how you know it's time for the one and only Zeus, my goose.
house.
Juice my goose. Every task is a test, and you don't fucking rest till it's working or close as it gets. You tweak it, you break it, you build it again. That's the rhythm you're motherfucking living in. Shut up and deal when the pressure gets loose and the room feels electric. You know exactly what time it is. No one, the only Zeus Magoose. The only Zeus Magoose. The only Zeus Magoose. All the motherfucking things you can do. All the wild fucking thoughts you produce. When you break out the cage and you burn through the fuse, you start thinking like
I'm doing talking and not seeing. My hotkeys fucking me again. Okay. I got carried away getting some chores done. So 22 minutes later, I'm finally here to start and do a stream. Could you have emergencies some other time? Right now. Of all the times. Thank you. Sorry about that. Sometimes our paid servicemen need to know they cannot just be saving people or putting out fires anytime they want. Sorry. Alright. Whoa. Coffee kick. We are super back. We're going to make things miserable and go to TikTok 2. Oof. Let's just say with AI. And maybe someone will give me better advice on where to look. It has been a week, and we are at day 10 of building a game. Not just any game, but a jungle game inspired by Tarzan, as the children like to refer to him as. So, what I'm working on right now is catching myself up with where I was. So, I have 3 different models. Party outside. There are 3 different models that I work with. I'm working with Claude, AI Studio through Gemini, and ChatGPT. And I've been using them for 3 different purposes. Claude is tracking my context right now and kind of keeping me in check of, not falling off the guardrails, I guess, but also giving me some contextual, direction. So, oh yeah, you built this, maybe consider doing this. ChatGPT is helping me build out some of the assets, or at least understand how to use the assets in Unity and how to build them out and how to work with my other tool, AI Studio, Gemini's AI Studio through Google, and that is helping me build out scripts to give the character life and the physics and a lot of what I've been trying to accomplish here. So, without further ado, we do a quick test run. I believe my... Oh, sorry. Okay. My right mouse button doesn't work yet, but that was a directional for a while. And now this is just able to rotate and rotate. Rotation looks fine. Running backwards is fine. Jumping is good. I need to keep the animation going. So that's what I need to fix really quick. That's a quick fix. I'll attempt to fix that in Animator. Basically, I'm trying to keep that flowing motion until the contact makes on the ground. I feel like those words don't make sense. Yeah, so instead of just being able to run in the air, which is cool, Running Man stuff, don't want that. Okay. These are clipping through the ground. Don't love that. I want them to pull, but these are my ropes. And I can swing. And I can climb. The rope climb is jittery, but it works. Okay, so that's something. We got a jittery rope climb. Okay. Alright, and the jumping works. The animation needs to be fixed. The climbing needs to be fixed, tweaked a little bit so it looks better. This is a pass-through platform, which I really just well, I think it's nice that it's actually like a soft platform. Okay, so that up there is a portal to the end of the level, which resets you to the top of the level, which doesn't do that properly. So maybe I'm going to rebuild my portal today. What else? So far, rebuild the portal, fix the climbing, and fix the jumping. So that's what I have so far. And then I will show you the tower I'm working out. That the character essentially will need to escape from. At least this would be what would be a simple tutorial for the game. Or at least to start. Because the game would probably get way more intricate in terms of building out a level. But this is a first, like learning how to climb and eventually swing. Finding what pads will give you a boost. It's a great example for climbing here. Fuck. This is supposed to be water. It's translucent. It's passed through. Like, I can go through it. I don't have any animation for water. I don't want it right now, but I need to fix the physics of how that works, and I need to make it a little deeper, and maybe I can give it walls to jump out of, so it's a pool. Okay. So jump from here. So as I recall... I don't want to do multiple vines there, but it kind of catches it like water. Alright, anyway. I will get this. Nice. I feel like the spacebar is not doing what it has to do every time. Wait, am I... Yeah, alright, I'm standing. Oh, thank God. So, climb it. The climbing is weird because it climbs... It doesn't climb up the vine. And I guess that's what I wanted to do is to... Oh, fuck my mic. It doesn't climb up the vine properly, unless I guess I'm kind of hanging. But when I do the climbing or the descending, it looks kind of chunky and clunky. Anyway, that is what I was saying earlier. I need to fix that. But the point of this... I see my vibrations. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh. I heard a... Oh! Thank you for the follow! It's not showing me. I heard it, though. Where are you? Oh, man. Well, I will figure it out soon enough. Instead of clipping, I don't need to clip. I don't know why
said, "What's good, man? What we buildin'?"
I am working on a... Sorry. I'm trying to get my Twitch back because it's being weird. Okay. Ocean Wave. Cool. Thanks for following. I am working on this kind of like... It's a Tarzan-inspired game. I don't know why I'm glitching out right now. It has a lot to do with what... I don't know actually what's going on. Anyway, I'm working with LLMs to help me build something in Unity, and I don't have experience really doing this. And this is day 10 of me putting in some time into building what I'm trying to build is a Tarzan-esque video game. And I'm cheekily referring to it as a AAA game because... Not that it's not too hard, but I'm sure if I put in 1 million hours as opposed to being 100 people putting in 1,000 hours or 10,000 hours, I could maybe accomplish it. But yeah, so building out the traversals, this little glitch twitching thing. I don't know what's going on with that. There's something resetting. I should probably figure that out in Inspector if it happens again. I don't really know a lot of this. And so I started from building a capsule that could jump. At first it was kind of Spider-Man-esque, and then later it turned into... I didn't want it to be Spider-Man where you can like latch onto walls. I wanted it to be where you can grab onto vines. I also built this bounce pad, and by built I mean I worked with, you know, with the LLM to build it. I was able to add some animation for jumping, for climbing. The climbing needs to be refined. I'm not jittering out of that, so I think it's when I climb too far in one direction. Like if I go too far through the top or I push, it kind of glitches it and breaks my character model. And so right here, this is kind of the end of what I built last time.
Said, I feel it, bro. I've been doing the same lately. LOL. Has it been hard to work on, or do the LLMs help?
Yeah, it's a challenge because, well, it's more like I'm learning it at the same time. And when I use the LLMs to learn, I guess, that's where I've been, like, I don't know, I'm catching on to some things as I go. But it really does help me accelerate the process because loading in a model, some of the things that I faced was loading in a model, understanding how to do the animations, and I still haven't done all the animations properly, but, like, I've nailed from the concept. Like, this looks like a man running, jumping, holding onto a rope, climbing. The rope catches onto his hand. There's so many little things that are interesting that you can add to any project or video game, in this case, that can make it fun or different or unique or accurate. So, I don't know. With the LLMs, it can be challenging when you go in the circles of why the hell doesn't this work? But a lot of it's just very fun. And I need coffee. Oh, I always need coffee. Okay. So I do have the LLMs up here. I'm working with Claude, Gemini, and ChatGPT. And I asked them to kind of catch me up to where I need to be. Because it's been a week. Welcome back. Oh, right. Let's see what... When you grab multiple... I don't know what that means, because I already have additive collection, you could say, where the ropes or the vines grab together. What are you working on? High-speed loop. I don't need to do that yet. And I could probably pull off a 360 loop-to-loop, no problem. Pendulous drift. I mean, those things aren't as important. Let's see what ChatGPT thinks. It's talking about how we finally got the rigging to not completely explode. I had an issue where, and it still needs to be refined, but the way that it grabs the vine, I guess now it grabs it in the climbing position. It's kind of annoying now that I think about it. It immediately enters the climbing position, and I want it to be a arm hanging, like, you know, kind of like a... And that's how I had it a while ago, but then it kind of broke things, so I guess you start in a climbing grab, but that I can fix in Animator, I imagine. Alright, okay. So, to catch myself up, because I had a delayed start here, we're going to... There were 3 things. Climbing.
Ashanwei said, I'm currently working on an anime open world RPG. This would be my second time around trying to do it, LMAO.
Okay, when was the first time? Like, and the first time were you using LLMs too, or any form of AI, or were you just like doing it from start or from scratch? When climbing up the ropes, the character stutters. What is that about?
Stream Elements said, watch the daily clips on YouTube. https://www.youtube@zeusmagus.
The model stutters, but the climbing animation seems to be taking place. What can we do to improve how the vine looks when climbing so it feels more natural? And the only way I can show that is with a demo and a shot. Hopefully you can understand what I'm getting at here. Wait. Like, okay, that's what I'm going for. Okay, so when you're swinging, maybe you can't climb. Well, you can climb the whole time, but you have to. I want to be able to climb up, like up the curve. There we go. All right, just trying to get it into the right position for. Oh fuck! Forgot I have to do it all like that. Okay.
Ashanwave said, yeah, first time I used ChatGPT and I got as far as a very, very early prototype. Had lots to do, but I added too much features and broke it LMAO, so I'm planning first this time around.
When did you start? Because ChatGPT 2 years ago, 3 years ago is way different than ChatGPT and the tools we have today. Sorry for doing this. My brain is trying to know when to capture this right. And that's perfect. Great. We're going to ditch that. Okay. See the screenshot. Alright, so what else can I do with this? So
Ashanwave said, around October 2025, and I stopped around December.
Oh, so recently. I mean, even so, things have changed a lot. Coffee every time. I don't know a lot of anime. I'm a very narrow focused person when it comes to anime. I like One Punch Man. I like Dragon Ball Z. I like never watched Naruto. Never watched Avatar. In terms of even the basics, like I haven't given myself enough of an anime treatment. But what is the game inspired by? I guess. And like a Japanese RPG, is it inspired by other video games in particular? All right, so the stuttering, I'm going to build this out a little bit while it's working on some stuff here, but the stuttering, it was all right, I'll attempt that actually. So I'm going to go into Animator. What I'm doing is fixing the jumping animation so it loops, maybe? Is that what I'm trying to do? Yeah, alright. When I can't figure that out. When I jump... Wait, this is the right one? Gotta figure this out. Okay. When I jump and have airtime, how can I make sure jump animation?
Stream Elements said, lurkers welcome. Type lurk so I know you're here, high voltage sign.
Cannot
Goose.
spell today. Okay. It's been a week since I've streamed. I had a busy week and now I'm back. I gotta think if there's anything else, because I think there's one more thing I wanted to improve. Oh, the portal. Can we make a brand new portal from scratch to restart? You know what? I'd like to make a brand new portal from scratch to restart the level. Can you offer a prompt for ChatGPT to build, or to help me build that today? I will delete the portal I have now, because that thing just sends me flying or into a whole different universe. So right. Yeah, I'm not going to work on that anymore for now. Not ready to do this yet, but we will work on this later on. Around the project phase 1 system integration, that's our. We are shifting gears and can return to this.
Ashan Wave said, actually I got inspired by working on GTA roleplay servers with LLMs. I had this game idea for years and wanted to attempt it. The main goal I guess is to make a GTA Online superhero hybrid, just not as big as Los Santos Lameo.
Okay, alright. But a superhero. I didn't play it that much, but it's like kind of like, it wasn't Ultimate Alliance, but there was one, I guess like DC Universe Online. I never got to play that very much, but that was supposed to be very much like you're a superhero in an open world environment. I don't know if it was RPG oriented. It probably had some RPG aspects, but it sounds super cool though. And it sounds like a huge undertaking. Not just building out, because obviously like that is its own undertaking, is building a world in which you're going to run around and explore in, and kind of like making nooks and crannies that are interesting for the character to maneuver through, or to maybe fly through or phase through. I don't know. I'm thinking of all sorts of different stuff. Love the X-Men, the phase through kind of thing. But that sounds really cool. And I guess what was breaking in your build? Like, what were you having trouble with? And have you worked with other models besides ChatGPT? Oh, we're shifting... Not gears. We're shifting gears and we'll return to this later. Thanks. I say that so it remembers it. I don't know why I think that's what's going to make it remember it, but... Great moment for It Works if it feels like premium. We need to tense the vine when held. Currently, the vines have a lot of sag. When you climb, the math thinks the vine is a loose curve, but your hands are moving linearly. That's correct. But it's got to be a mix, right? So it is tense. Like, there's tensity, but there's bottom sag and, like, hanging sag. Okay, wait. Yes, but there is tensity from the grip up and sag below. Let's not forget that. And the shift happens as the player climbs. So basically I'm pushing back against what it's telling me right now so that we can get to something that I can input right away, as opposed to putting it in later, or putting it in now and being like, oh, this doesn't really work. Like, I'm going to press some of the advice it's giving me if I think I want to improve how we approach the advice. Let's move this out of the way for a second. When you hold the strand down, it automatically sinks. You know what? I will try it, but I will still push back. Okay. The stutter damping fine. It's likely because animator is waiting for velocity change. That's true. Okay. In your animator, create a fall loop state.
Ashanwave said, I didn't know how to put systems together, if that makes sense. For example, I had different activities, but when I tried to put those together as quests, I didn't know how to do it and ChatGPT wasn't helpful at the time. I've learned more since, but I'm always still learning. I just learned about Unity's UI toolkit. In fact, LOL. So which LLM are you using for this project?
I don't even know what Unity's UI toolkit is. I've seen it here and there. I don't, like, maybe I've touched it, but I don't know. But what I'm assuming is that there are different assets that actually interact properly or do the interactions that you're hoping. Right now I'm using Claude, Gemini, but the AI Studio from Google, and ChatGPT. I do have a Gemini window that I'm not really utilizing. I stopped utilizing it on like the third day because it felt a little redundant. I just kind of wanted to do exactly what I needed to do and not double down. So then I kind of did this thing where they're more like agents, but not really. It's not agentic, but it's more like they're assigned duties. So Claude is focused on keeping track of the project as a whole. So I'm updating it with any updates. So it's really not giving me a ton of feedback from a lot of things that I need. Unless, of course, I get caught in a pinch. And Claude is really reliable for a pinch. Gemini is helping do my scripting right now. And it's working to build out some of the animations and stuff and walking me through those steps. And then, what is it? ChatGPT is helping me building assets and kind of the smaller little additions I want to add as I build it out. But it also helped me understand how to properly apply materials to my model, or my models in general, and building out platforms, things like that, getting a better understanding of how those work. I still have a lot to do with it, but ChatGPT's been in its own way resourceful, and Gemini, the AI studio, is doing a lot of the work for me now. If I really had all the money in the world, I would just use Claude for everything. I think Claude would be super efficient to just get it all done. It's not even a doubt how easy it is to do it with Claude.
Ashanwave said, from what I'm learning, it's an easier way of making UIs. You basically use Unity's equivalent of HTML, CSS, and JS to make the UIs, but I'm still learning about it, and Claude is dope. It's been my fav lately.
I'd have to look into it to understand better of what you're saying, but what were some of the activities that weren't, I guess, connecting or finding kind of a nice flow in breaking the game? Because and what do you mean breaking it? How did it break, I guess is the best way to put it. Okay. Transition from jump to follow. Okay. Let's see if this works. When vertical velocity is greater than 0. Oh, wait. It's likely because I added a vertical velocity parameter to the script. I'll wait for that then. I'll update the script and then I'll push back. Wait. Maybe not on that. This is just a tiny update. I don't really want to do it. I'm going to ask for the full drop-in. Oh. It's weird that made.
Stream Elements said, lurkers welcome. Type lurk so I know you're here. High voltage sign. Goose.
All right. Brand new prompt. Okay. So this script is what I'm going to give to ChatGPT so it can help me rebuild my end of the level portal. And I'm thinking it's very similar to Crash Bandicoot, where it's like a magical, doo-doo-doo-doo kind of thing. But we'll see. I also have to send my friend something, but I'll get there. Alright. Also, help me build it with the assets in Unity. Okay. That's working off of ChatGPT 5.2. I don't know if that's refreshed at all. I'm fine with it, but it's funny because we're at ChatGPT 5.3 and 5.4, so... But we're a long way
Ashanway
from
said,
02
I
and
just didn't
03.
know how to stitch them together. Like one activity I had is the player could go to a rock, sit down and meditate. The activities themselves worked, but when I tried to put them together as quest objectives, I didn't know how to make it work together. Sorry, I'm not best at explaining things, lol.
No, that makes a lot of sense. To me, it sounds like it just wasn't able to accumulate those into one kind of queue. And because you're not able to put it in a queue, or at least maybe when you completed something, it sounds like maybe it was just more the structure of how the quests were programmed or developed. What ended up being some of the like resolution that you got out of, or did you really just start from scratch? Because it's a little terrifying, but that's how you learn. That's how you learn. I haven't had to redo this whole thing from scratch, but I got close once, and I'm scrapping items right now. Who knows how far that's going to go for me. Sophisticated. This is a sophisticated observation. It's an all-day ego boost with these things. Compound tension look. Right. As you climb up, the tense gets shorter. The slacks. Yes, this is a shift. That's exactly what I thought. Two-stage engine refined. To achieve this, we're splitting landward instead of a curve. We're driving. Alright, this should be the full Vine CS. That's my guess. And I have to actually open up Xcode. Also, what, if you're still here, what are you, what OS are you working on? Alright, assets. We have Vine controller or Vine CS? Vine CS. I don't even know what's going on TikTok. Nothing, but good for TikTok. Is this open yet? I don't need that there. I need it over here. Alright. Copy that. Cool. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's give it a shot. We're losing 60 lines of code here. What does that mean? Maybe it's a brand new Vine CS that works. Maybe it doesn't. Swing controller. Let's see what I need. Coming up on 3 o'clock. Not the end of the world today. It's a nice day outside, but a little gloomy. Also, the rock and meditation stuff seems pretty awesome. And, like, I assume you'd be able to recoup some kind of, like, energy or build stamina or something, which would be awesome, too. Ooh, yeah, we can't have swing controller go down to 35 lines. Oh, yeah, no. Alright, so I'm just going to ask for full drop-ins here. Can you send those as full drop-ins from these? And then what we're going to do is send Vine controller, swing, portal end, screen.
Ashanway said, I'm working on Windows, and basically everything else in the game worked. I was mostly proud of the combat system cause it took a week to work lol, and yes, the meditation rock would refill stamina. I honestly might bring it back somehow. Ashanway said, I'll BRB.
Okay, cool.
Stream Elements said,
awesome.
Watch the daily clips on YouTube. https://www.youtube@Zeusmagus.
system. I am intimidated by getting to combat systems. Just saying. Absolutely, like, holy shit. This is pass-through platform. Oh, right. Duh. Vine strand. Link. Let me resend Vine CS. Sounds pretty cool though. Thanks. And then the portal. I guess I should make Atomic Portal. So let me do that. Create scripting, C# script. Atomic Portal. .cs. Hopefully I don't need to rework it, but I will update it with whatever it asks me. Xcode. This I can just add. Cool. Close this up. Then walk me through it again. Its favorite thing to do is to keep walking me through this over and over again. I have time to send my friend that thing. Whoops. Close call. Terrifying opening up my Gmail on fucking stream. Let me get this going at least. Rusted. Okay. Two-stage tension math for the vines, and the anti-stutter alert for the climbing in the atomic system for the portal reset, tower reset. Vertical velocity for jump. That is a parameter. Alright, so this is swing controller. Let's give that an update. Implemented two-stage compound terrain or tension, excuse me. The rope is perfectly straight from the anchor to your hand, procedural and saggy from your hand to the tail. See how that looks? Might be a wild change. Maybe very unsuccessful. Could break everything. I only have a couple things to work on at this point because I don't have all the time. Atomic Portal. Let's... should I delete portal end? Do I need to send the atomic portal script to now the prompt?
Stream elements. Said. Lurkers welcome. Type lurk so I know you're here. High voltage sign. Goose.
That got tweaked. How this improves the project. In Vine CS, when is held as true. Okay. vine CS is held as true, we calculate the distance to the hand anchor. The parade was over the weekend. I don't get it. What is the party? Those vines look fucked up. But they look like they're working properly. They're still stutter. I mean, that's a lot better. It really shouldn't go this far out. But I guess if I have the momentum, why shouldn't it? Right? Run! Oh, that's what I need to fix. My jump. Oh no! What the fuck? No! This is terrible. Fuck. Alright. Swing. The vines work like we agreed. But the material shading is off. I will investigate, because that's probably going to be on me. Investigate that myself. All my animations are gone. For, I guess it's for running and jumping, right? I would have to restart just to be sure. Idle is fine. Running is fine. Grabbing is fine. It just seemed to clip when I'm landing now. Fuck. Ah, damn it. Okay. Seem okay until... Do I just have to run and jump? Or just jump in place, I guess? Yeah. I jump, then I go into a static state. Then I go into a static state and end up clipping through the ground. No bueno. There is still mild stuttering going on. What can you do? But there is still mild stuttering, so it needs to know. I added vertical velocity now. Right. So let me stop this, go there and add that real quick. Add a float. Terminal velocity. Nope, excuse me. Vertical velocity. Is that spelled right? Vertical velocity? Vertical. 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 Velocity. All good. At your interstate transition. Let me just ask for its damn help on this. Don't know why I want hunt. Oh shit. Did everything great today except for one thing that's very necessary. I'm quite grateful that it's been warmer, because I had to defrost something. All right. Climbing. Help me better wire my animations to just say that I included the new parameter. Atomic portal is bulletproof by setting is kinematic true. What? Let me just go home. Love doing this. Huh? Alright. See what ChatGPT made. Here's a clean atomic portal. Okay. Oh, cool. Well, how cool are we talking? That's actually a stronger portal, it seems. It's messy. Okay, so delete portal end. Almost out of coffee. Nothing good about that. Goodbye, portal end. How about this for the atomic portal? Portal.cs. Animator doesn't know how to get back to the ground. Transition A. Jumpstart to fall loop. Condition vertical velocity 0. Is less than 0. Transition B. Fall loop to locomotion. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so fall loop. Can you change the color? Is that possible? Things that I don't need to think about. Okay. Cool. That's a nice email. That's a cool one. That one I just need to flick out real quick. Very cool. Okay. What else do we have here? So the condition from it going from fall loop over to locomotion is that it's grounded. This needs to go back. There we go. Okay. It's grounded is true. Uncheck has exit time. The static problem. Ensure your fall loop animation is set to loop time. Oh. If it isn't. Oh, right. Okay, so... how do I do that? I think it's that. Stormy Queen has come online. Thought she was Starmy Queen. She's Stormy Queen. We'll see if I fix that. Let's see what else we got here. The anti-stutter anti-sync. Updated the script to prevent from sinking into the ground by forcing rigid body to respect the floor more aggressively, and it smooths out the climbing stutter by clamping the physics stutters up. Okay. Swing controller's getting an update. Let's see what swing controller's got here. Save that down. What else? Okay. Close that up. Alright. We'll send this and see what it says. It's a good atomic portal script, but probably not going to do. Hits the trigger, disable swing controller, sets. I should have sent this too. Duh. But we'll do the build the portal object. Oh, God. This is perfect. It's not just good, it's quote, production ready. I mean, cool. Let's go with this though. I like the way it's talking. One critical vibe fix. The official portal engine for the project. Okay. Let's just choose this. And see what it says when I send it over to ChatGPT. How it feels about that. Let me just send that whole thing over. We don't need to include all that. Just this part. Let's see what's working here and what's not.
Ashan Wade said, "Alright, I'm back, but I'll be lurking
Cool, yeah.
while I work on my World Bible in the background."
I should probably have something of that that I work on side by side while I'm developing this. I just keep it all in my head and it's mostly okay, but I'm very rudimentary here. There's still some stuttering going on. At least when I'm swinging. But the climbing looks better. Oh, that's a call I have to take. I don't know why. Alright. It was an important call, but it wasn't an emergency. Thank God. Reply to that soon. Okay. Subtle but important polish steps. Your portal logic is ready. It just fixes the camera. I'm gonna ask for the full drop-in. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. This is awesome. Today's been a really chilled, nice day. Alright, so currently using, I don't remember. We'll check. Can you send the full drop-in for Atomic Portal? And then we can build it together. And then I'll ask. There is still a stutter when climbing, but it is subtle. Busy hour so far. mix of stuff too. Alright, so I'm gonna have to recolor all these vines. That's not a problem. I do appreciate how this looks now. The climbing is working. It doesn't look beautiful, but that's okay. I can readjust where the positioning of the right hand is when I'm doing that. That running in place thing is silly. The animation ends almost immediately. Why am I jumping so high? Okay, that's weird. Okay. I can seemingly just jump in the air. Okay. Let me fix my animation. And I should have gotten my drop in, which would be great. ChatGPT's been struggling with this particular conversation to survive and stay alive, it seems. I probably need to kind of give it a new chat window. Yeah, I see that. Oh, ChatGPT. There it goes. Look, it switched itself over because we're new. Let's let it load up. I haven't built my portal yet. Okay, here we go. Add the system controller. This line. Into this computer. This is the atomic portal drop-in? Okay. Okay. Let me fix that here. I'm working in Xcode, as I mentioned before. Drop that in. Atomic portal is set. This line, swing controllers, that means intermediate throw an error. Okay. Let me copy from here all the way through up here. Let me just so what I'm going to do is I'm going to does this make sense to you? I am building a portal now. Let's see what that says. And we're going to go through the steps here. It's walking me through building my little portal again. And I can delete my other portal. So, Unity, where are you? I have a portal end. We're going to just delete that altogether. Remove, delete. Okay. No. Portal root, we're going to delete that too. Event system. I don't know what that's for. So I'm going to wait on that. Spawn point, all good, all good, all good. Okay. New empty parent. Underscore, portals. Perfect. And inside of it, we're going to add portal atomic 1. Create empty. Portal atomic 1. Add box collider. Is trigger and add portal CS. Portal CS. Is it atomic portal CS? Oops, my brain almost didn't calculate that. Okay. Scale the box collider. Oh. Can walk into it. I see said box collider. It's also seeming to stutter on its own here. Not too much, but... Nope. Let's save. Looks like we're hitting some performance issues. We've detected inactivity. Go to hell, TikTok. That's solving the puzzle. Like, I don't know how you can detect inactivity. I'm talking. There's the mic. I don't know. It's crazy. TikTok's crazy. Actually, I'm going to finish this off of TikTok because I'm running out of time. Bye, TikTok. Anyway, wasn't a terrible session. Wasn't a terrible session at all. But we need to move back into having some better performance. And that just says we can't be on TikTok for that. Okay. So... Right, I was assigning where this box collider is going to go. I mean, right there is fine. I could put it where I had it before. Move the hand up. All good. It's dry, that's all. I can build an object, or I can assign a cube or something to make this, to make it look like a portal, which I probably will end up doing. And before I finish today, I'm definitely going to fix my vines to look proper, which I haven't checked out my other vines. Hopefully they don't look terrible. Okay, so the box collider. It has been, there's been a lot of commotion in my city. Like, for Wednesday afternoon, it seems like crime is on the abundance. It's Wednesday, folks. Get it together. Okay. Fix the box collider one more time. This is our portal. And you know what? One day, when you approach the portal, that's it! I just realized, when you exit a level, you'll basically be looking... You'll be looking for a specific type of wall patterning, and you'll know that's the end of the level, obviously, because you'll be directed there. You'll have some kind of, probably compass or something generally to take you where you need to go. But the vines will part, or like, it'll be like opening. It'll open, so it'll go from small to big, and then as you pass through, it closes behind you. But that's just the thought for now. Okay. Built the box collider. Right. Add a visual child. I don't know which one I'm going to do today, but... Quad. That's exactly what I want. 2 quads crossing each other. Oh, right. And I can give it a material. Right. Convex. That's cool. Oh, I don't want that yet. Okay. Interesting. Layer overrides. Now what I'm confused is why I can't... can't seem to change this. Let's see if I can add any material to it. Looks fine to me. And then a mission map. Okay. Okay. Just giving it a little bit of life. Okay. Got it. In hierarchy, make spawn points. Let me create an empty parent for it. Smells like cigarettes. Love an open window, especially on nice days. Although I already have that. Select portal. Duh. Cool. Tag player rigid body swing controller. Okay. I guess I should have built it directly in front of the player, but alas, I've chosen not to. The quad needs to match the scale of this to a certain extent. So what I'm gonna do perfect. VA begins to put up, Veterans Affairs begins push to put homeless veterans into guardianships. That's fucked. Except some people do need it. That's a little fucked. But just another day in paradise. Cool. Let me adjust how the quad looks. The scale is going to be 6. Doesn't really look good at 6. There we go. 2. Where's my... It's roughly... Cool. Okay, so then we're going to do that. We're going to do 1.3. 5? Huh. There we go, 1.3. Cool. Okay. Let's save this. Let's make sure everything's updated here. I want to do screen fader again. That doesn't look weird to me. I have this. Oh, fuck it. Okay, great. It won't let me drop that in. Wonderful. All caps. And this for screen fader. Previous build. Let me try it before I start asking it all anything. And I forgot about AIS too. I see it. Oh, it looks and feels more natural than ever. Okay, it worked. There's no screen fader, but things look normal, which is crazy. Wait. I really should spend just the time I need to build out that tower on my own, which I'll probably end up doing, and hashing out some of the other stuff as I go. But this is huge progress, I'd say. Go through the portal. There's a stutter when I go through the portal. It shoots me to the top. So all I want to do is adjust my spawn point to not be floating in the sky. Yeah, definitely don't want it to be floating in the sky. So wild year. A lot of random stuff is happening. Today, a lot of stuff is happening for me. It's more than I'm used to. Can I? Probably can't, though. Yeah, we're going to need to not have that all the way at the top. And we're going to go to player, copy their position, apply it to spawn points. I mean, almost. Where's Zach Braff? Let's try that. Copy that position and switch that for spawn point. Excuse me, spawn point. Paste. Cool. Try it again. Nope. Can't ever tell when that thing stops moving, but things look normal. Can't grab onto ledges yet, otherwise I'd be able to have made that. Took me forever to figure some of that stuff out. Okay. Okay. It did it. I don't have issues. The animation I want to come back. Okay. It works. Thanks. Otherwise, after testing. Okay, let's go back to AIS. Oh, my itchy eye. Okay. In our project, we used Pitsu. Got it all done. Open animator. Here we go. This is what I gotta fix. While you're fixing the portal, don't forget the in-air static state. Go to the transition from jumpstart to fall loop. Critical. Check the fall loop animation file in your project. I don't understand. In my project tab. Right, okay. So running jump is what I'm looking for. So, yeah. Okay. Edit. Animation. Loop time? Loop time is checked. Okay. Loop pose. Interesting. I don't know what any of that means, but it might work. It might work. Because what I'm thinking is I need to clamp on. That. Okay, we'll see how that works. respawn works. Let's make sure the animation is up to par. What I am testing now. Thanks. Always saying thanks because Skynet. Why not bet against, or why not bet for Skynet happening if there's a lower chance of it? Then a little safer. You've given us 8,000 thank yous. You have hit the fourth, or the top 4th percentile. We will eliminate you last. It's my assumption of how Skynet says no to all of us at the end. Poor ChatGPT struggling to live. Okay. Let's see if the loop time thing... Wait, save. Meant to apply that. See if it's doing it properly. Okay. That's what I was doing? Okay. So, it's cool because... it's basically working exactly how I need it to. I just need to tweak what the animation is when it's in that floating state. Oh, I pulled that off. Holy shit. The stuttering I still need to fix. I can't believe I actually... Look at that. Oh my god. I'm just super impressed with myself. I don't care about anything else. This is like the best feeling. This has mostly been fixed. And there are tweaks that can be made. Like the way that I float in the air like that can be definitely fixed. So you're not just like, well, look at that. It just stops moving at a certain point. It's just like, alright. Shit. Shit. Hit the water. Hit the water. Okay. So far, so good. Open your base layer, not your swing layer. I don't have a swing. Yeah. Locomotion to jump start. Jump. Has exit time. Uncheck. Transition duration. 0.1. Mid-air and transition. Physics take over. Jump to fall loop. Ooh, cold breeze, but wonderful. Vertical velocity is less than 1. Oh. 0.1. Uncheck has exit time. Okay, transition is 0.25. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I forgot about that too. Okay. Transition duration. Check your fall loop animation file. Loop time must be on. It is on. The ledge drop. Unexpected fall. Locomotion. Okay, wait. Locomotion to fall loop is grounded as false. Is false. Oh. We have 1.5 ginger ales at home. Uncheck has exit time. I wish it was explaining it to me, but today I'm nearing the end of my session here, and I'm just happy with a lot of how it changed. So it feels more natural than it did when I started. The animations are a lot better, but they're not perfect. That's what working on it's all about, so I just gotta keep trying to make it better. And then, as I said, on my off time, when I'm not working on it publicly here, I'm gonna start building out that tower, kind of like when you're watching a cooking show and they take out the cooked dish. So next time, hopefully, the tower will look a lot better. Might be tomorrow. I'll have some time to work on it through the day. Alright. Okay, if you walk off a platform without jumping, you need to transition to falling immediately. That's cool. Cool. The landing, anti-clipping. Fall. Grounded, has exit time. Point one. Locomotion blend tree. Starts with idle. It does. Cool. Code polish. If you're still seeing jitter during climbing, it's often because the late update animation, fixed update, are slightly out of sync. Use this high stability update for swing controller. I'm just gonna ask for a full drop-in for swing controller. Thanks. Send over that full update for swing controller. And I did those animator paths. So we'll swap and check. Thanks. I don't need to say thanks. ChatGPT, for the love of God, how you doing? The portal test works, and rebuilding as cleanly is the right move. Your existing one is honestly decent, but we can make it more solid, clear for the project. New screen fader from scratch. That means we're going to open up screen fader again and revise it. Going from 42 lines to 93 lines for screen fader, making it more complicated, but maybe cleaner. I don't know. Compared to the old one, this version keeps track of the active fade co-routine, has fade to helper. If you ever want to call it directly, I don't know what that means, but I'll ask later. Set alpha immediate for hard cuts and debugging. Handle zero duration fades safely. Exposes current alpha is fading. System ready. Create the UI root. So create UI. UI canvas. UI, hi Ophi, I heard you. UI fader. If Unity asks to also create an event system, it's fine. Select UI fader, in inspector render mode, screen space overlay. It's the easiest for a full screen fade. I don't want that. Alright. Inside of it, right click, UI, and it says image. Fade image. Ophi. Ophi baby. Oh, you cannot eat all the time. I love you. Make it full screen. Okay, so fade image, invert, transform, anchor stretch to full screen, anchor stretch to full screen, left, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's go back into scene. Set the image color to black. I don't want it to be black. I prefer it to be white. I don't want it to go all black. That's overstepped. Stepping in. Okie dokie. Prefer the image. One day it should just be an animation, which I can toss together in AE. Which I really could. I could actually work on that one day, like refining or building out an animation kind of like sparkly, I don't know, fucking shit. Something that makes sense to me. Put canvas group on the image. Select fade image. Add component, canvas group. And screen fader. Important. The screen fader script requires the canvas group, so putting both in the same object is perfect. Yeah, I'm good on that. When the scene starts... Huh? No. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that a quick test before we do something. I don't want to test it like that. You've added the components to the bottom of the hierarchy. No, components to the bottom of the fade image object, but not in the directory necessarily. Okay. Also gonna Ophi, I see you, baby. Out of the corner of my eye. Oh god, I gotta probably eat some toast or something because I've had only 1 cup of coffee. I feel like I've had 8. I'm just roaring along here. Swing controller drop in. I wasn't clipping. Wait. I wasn't clipping. Right now, I am no longer clipping, so no worries about that. What was the other thing it asked? The stutter is up. Thanks. That time I had to say thanks. ChatGPT is struggling to live over here. It can handle small tasks, but once you start getting it to big contextual stuff, it really starts to lose its footing. Okay. Hopefully that's not right in my face right away. It's not. Notice that? Ah! It looks great. Maybe that kick jump thing, but that's awesome. When you run off of a fucking platform. Okay. I'm just having a lot of fun here. Just having a lot of fun here. These are looking kind of odd. That's okay. See if I can climb. Oh. Major stutter. But it's working. There's still some stuttering when I climb. That's fine. Made the jump. Let's say let's say some flyboy comes dissing on your gal. You just hit him with one of these. It just looks so funny. He has no peace. Oh my god. Alright. Hey, it worked! Okay, so these purple platforms are... Maybe it was fine at 0 for the animation. Everything looks pretty good though. I'm like very happy about it. I just think it's kind of silly. What did I point one where? No, no. I think this should be point 1. Do I know what that means? No. Not at all. Okay, so that point one fixed it. My portal sends me back to the beginning of the level. Honestly, this is huge. Like, this whole level has come together so much better after 10 days of working on it, which arguably at 2 hours apiece. I mean, there's a lot of nonsensical Zeus Magoose music through some of that, but that's okay. Ooh, fuck. That quad is only visible from one angle. That's funny. Alright, let me finish this level one more time. There's still some stuttering on the rope climb. Literally everything looks better. Zach Braff, is everything okay? Wait. Okay. So far, so good, though. We're gonna update that. We're gonna update this swing controller. Go back into the game. Close that up. So far, so good. Let me try out the new swing controller. If it was new, I think I already added it, but maybe I'm wrong. It's just strange how the player does that. But that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Oh, almost, not really. Fuck. There we go. Fuck. I can make the jump. I'm a strong, empowered nurse in the nursing industry. Fuck. Alright. Usa. Thank God. Okay. So far, so good. The only issue is there seems to be a thing where player Y position increases even when on the ground, leading to an animation stutter. What's the deal with that? Alright, and then hopefully ChatGPT is done having a stroke, thank God. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So alpha to 0. 0. Thank God. So cool. Right. Okay, cool. Tiny recommendation, since you want this bit. We're renaming things now. Fade layer. Cool. Down. Just makes sense in terms of building clean files. Offie, baby. You coming up or what? Baby girl, I'm gonna pick you up. Okay. How you doing? How's your day going? You having a good one? You happy? You want to say hi? You want to sit on my chest a little bit? Hang out? Happy girl. Happy girl. Oh, you're so happy. You're such a happy baby. You smell like cat today, big time. Alright. I'm very happy so far with my progress. If you want, I'll give you the next exact prefab hierarchies of the portal. This is all done. I did all that. We're going to fix the stutter. We're going to make sure those vines look good. We're going to do one more run up the tower, and I think that's probably it for today. But I'll probably get a call in the next 3 minutes. So it probably will be done anyway. Okay. The coordinate issue. The 23,000 unit problem. In your screenshot, once you get far from the center of the world, physics become shaky. At 23,000 units to decide if you're whatever, so it creates a micro stutter. Unless your level absolutely has to be 20 miles in the sky, use your atomic portal to move your player, and you're closer to Y0. This will immediately make everything. I don't want to do that. The Y position increase while on the ground happens because the move position logic is in apply swing physics, is fighting the ground collision. If your hand anchor is slightly offset by an animation, the rope length thinks you're out of bounds and tries to pull you up even when you're just standing there. Stable Earth. I've updated swing controller to slack. Only activates when and actually taught. If the ground rope is loose, the script does nothing, letting the floor hold you. Great. Fully respected. Gotta have respectful gravity. Alright, swing controller's getting an update. Swing controller got an update. Final recap. Added the if D is greater than the current rope length check. This makes the rope only pulls when it's tight. When slack, gravity takes over. Oh, Ophi! Oh, Ophi! Oh, Ophi! Use the atomic portal to reset your world's position. 23 units is too high. Move the tower back to the 500. I mean, I don't know if I have to do that. Bye, Ophi. I don't think you're right. Okay, we're not worried about momentum loops because I got all that. We're going to try this portal out. We're going to add another portal. There's still some jitteriness there. It's not the end of the world. Ah, that position doesn't change. Huh. It's weird how that works. This is not great. I feel like that number climbing so high. So far, okay, but the number keeps climbing. Yeah. And then the player is twitching into the animation state. And then what else? Climbing. Okay. Climbing is still stuttering a bit. Anyway, the bottom half part of a rope being climbed can look more naturally saggy and reactive. Trying to kill myself by doing that. Let me get through the portal one more time. Excuse me. I think it has to do with how the animator reacts to when I'm on the ground. Because, like, it automatically starts moving my player. Wait, hold on. Slow your horses, slow your horses, slow your horses. When I boot up the player model, Y position starts moving immediately. I guess that goes for the player parent too. Y position unit starts climbing immediately. Up immediately. No, value. While its parent moves in the is going down at the same parent Y position value is going down at the same pace into negative values. Both are very fast to move. It is odd. Is there any way the bottom of the... Okay, 402. We have crossed the threshold we tried to avoid. But we made it pretty far today, and I'm very happy. Transform conflict. When rigid body is trying to move the child, but something else like an animation different script is trying to counter him. Because the world position is parent Y plus, they're fighting each other to stay at the same. Okay. We're moving the physics logic to be root aware, which also would be refined. The climbing math. Okay. Did you do it? Did you do it, son? Alright, swing controller. It's gotten a bit of a clipping. Vine CS. Secondary sway is being added to Vine CS. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just making sure it didn't truncate that. Okay. Excuse me. Send the full Vine CS update, please. The crash from the coffee is coming faster for me. Excuse me. Back to Vine CS real quick. God, I gotta wrap this up soon. In like a couple minutes, actually, so. Which is very soon, if you ask me. Okay. This will be the last test. And then. Oh, fuck. A little tired, that's all. The coffee did me in. Bum, bum, ba, da, 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 da. All let's, oh, well, that's my call. Alright, until next time, everybody.